Alright, Kat Zingano just destroyed Amanda Nunes. I think that's how you pronounce her name. And she's still undefeated. So what's next for Kat Zingano? If I was offering advice to her, it would be just keep fighting. She's undefeated. She's gonna beat anybody, any girl they throw in front of her, except Ronda Rousey. So why go in there for a title shot? If I was Kat Zingano, she's older. She's 32, so I know she wants to be champ. But I think if they were to fight, I think Ronda would probably win, just based off of what we've seen. It would be a good test for Ronda Rousey, but based off of what we've seen of Ronda Rousey and the way that she's beating people, she'd be a huge favorite to beat Kat Zingano, and I think she probably would. It's like, if I was Kat Zingano, and nobody ever wants to do this, but just keep fighting and keep winning fights. Now, that being said, sometimes people go to do that and then they lose against lesser fighters, and you think, oh, I should have just fought Ronda Rousey. But I knew she wants to fight Ronda, but I say just keep fighting other UFC fighters. There's plenty of girls that Kat Zingano hasn't fought. She's fought a lot of people that they're not no names, but there's plenty of girls for her still to fight. I think they should make those fights happen, and I think she'll just continue to win, and she'll just continue to get better, and just normal, just experience. Only 2 fights in the UFC. It's a big event. There's probably a lot more pressure and stress. So the more fights you go through, the more you get to deal with that. So I think she should do that. At least take another couple fights and see where Ronda's at. And I think Ronda Rousey should fight Chris Cyborg. That's the fight I want to see. I wanted to see that fight. And there's a good chance Ronda could beat Cyborg, but I think Cyborg could definitely has a better chance of beating Rousey than Zingano does, and that's the fight I've always wanted to see, because that's the fight that should have happened right off the bat. If you're gonna claim you're the best female fighter, you gotta fight the best female fighter. So they should have found a way to make that fight happen, but yeah, that's where Kat Zingano, still undefeated. She looked really good. She looked great, actually. So the only thing that bothers me, she kind of had a little bit of a rough time with Miesha Tate, and we've seen Miesha Tate grapple with Ronda Rousey, and Ronda Rousey makes her look like an amateur. And then we see Miesha Tate fight these other people, and she looks great. So that just kind of sets the bar. It's like for where Ronda Rousey is at, unfortunately, because I don't like her. Yeah. So man, that's that. But it's kind of a weird one. But does Kat Zingano deserve a title shot? Yeah, I guess so. She was supposed to just come in and fight Ronda. And she didn't, and she just came back and looked great, so we might see that fight happen, and that would be cool if she were to beat. And you know what, she does have, we've seen Kat Zingano knock out Miesha Tate, bloody elbows, knock out Amanda Nunes, bloody them up with elbows. And could Ronda Rousey take those elbows? Nah, she would be in the same place. So Kat Zingano does have a serious offensive arsenal to use on Ronda. It's just a matter if she can connect, if she can make it happen, if she can avoid getting armbarred, and be allowed to fight. Because if you could rock Ronda Rousey with a kick or anything, it's going to throw her game off. If you could get her dazed, you can get in there and do your thing. But she comes out so fresh, and she just boom, wins the fight, and she never took any damage hardly, you know what I mean? So, other than maybe a light punch or something. So yeah. Alright, I'll see you guys later.